Now, question of the day. A particle projected vertically upward from ground with initial velocity u. Initial velocity of the particle, that is u. Okay. Find the maximum height, capital H. Our motto to determine maximum height means at maximum height, what about velocity? 0. Okay, the particle will attain and time capital T that it will be take to return to the ground. Means if particle going on here, after that come to ground. So determine total time, capital T. Basically ascending time T1 and descending time T2. Ascending means A to B, descending means B to A. Okay. So basically our motto determine T1 plus T2 and capital H. Clear? So how can be determined? First of all, if you see very carefully, I know that if this particle is going on upward direction, we have considered here positive and here negative. So V this is equal to U plus A into T. What about final velocity? 0. Initial velocity U. And what about the acceleration? G work on opposite direction and motion work on positive y direction and G work on minus y direction. So written minus G and ascending time T1. So T1 is written as U by G. So ascending time T1 this is equal to U by G. Okay. Now after that our next target is focus on maximum height. At maximum height velocity is 0. So how can determine in the terms of U? So first of all, I know that V square this is equal to U square plus 2A into S. Okay. Now V square is 0. What about U square? Minus 2. What about A? A is minus G, so written minus G. And maximum height is capital H. So what about H? H is written as U square upon 2G. So H is written as U square upon 2G. Clear? Now next target. Our next target is determine that motion is corresponding to A to B. We have discussed A to B. Now after that we have discussed what about motion corresponding to B to A. So maximum height is clear. Then how much? U square upon 2G. Now next one, descending time. We have focused on descending time. If you focus on descending time means we have focused on B to A. How can we determine descending time? If you see for very carefully, initial velocity 0. Okay. If you now focus on that point, particle moving here to here. Okay. Maximum height is H is written as minus H. Why? Because of we have considered motion here positive and here negative in this direction. That's why. So minus H this is equal to apply that formula. S is equal to UT. UT means U matlab 0 into T2 minus half G into T2 square. Okay. So what about T2? T2 square this is equal to written 2H by G. What about H? H is written U square upon 2G. So that one is U by G to the whole square. So T2 this T2 square. So T2 this is equal to basically U by G. Okay. So now next target is what about total time? Capital T is written T1 plus T2. T2 U by G, T1 U by G. So that is 2U by G. Maximum height is U square upon 2G and total time is 2U by G. Make it.